So, what really makes a player a legend? Is it just the mind-blowing stats, those iconic moments you never forget? Or is it something more? Today, we're finding out as we dive deep into the career of the Say Hey Kid, the one and only Willie Mays.
Look, this isn't just some casual compliment. This is pretty much what everyone thinks. Fans, journalists, other players, you name it. And this is our starting point for understanding Mays. He wasn't just good at one thing, he was brilliant at everything the game demanded.
And that's the real question, isn't it? It's one thing to just call someone great, but what are the actual building blocks of that legacy? Let's break down the skills and the moments that really forged the legend of Willie Mays.
Okay, we have to start with the most explosive part of his game, his hitting. Willie Mays wasn't just a hitter, he was a total force of nature at the plate, someone who could change the entire course of a game with just one swing.
Just look at that number for a second, 660. Let that sink in. To give you some perspective, when he retired, only two guys in the entire history of the game, we're talking Babe Ruth and Hank Aaron, had hit more home runs. That's it.
So yeah, 660 home runs. Puts him in the most exclusive club you can possibly imagine. It's a number that puts him right up there in the same conversation as the absolute titans of baseball. This was the foundation of his offensive dominance.
But here's the thing, Mays was so much more than just a power hitter. He was an absolute genius in the field. For decades, center field was basically his kingdom. Didn't matter if it was in New York or San Francisco, fly balls hit his way, just didn't find grass.
You know, sometimes a player's entire defensive genius can be boiled down to a single moment. For Mays, that moment came in the 1954 World Series. In the massive expanse of the Polo Grounds, he made this breathtaking, over-the-shoulder catch running full sprint toward the center field wall. It's widely considered the greatest defensive play ever made. Just incredible.
But here's what you have to understand. The catch wasn't just some lucky fluke. Not at all. It was simply the most famous example of the brilliance he showed every single day. And this number right here, this is the proof. 12 times. 12 times he was officially named the best defensive player at his position. This wasn't a flash in the pan, right? This was a whole career of sustained excellence. He had this incredible combination of speed, flawless instincts, and a cannon for an arm. He patrolled the outfield like nobody before him, and maybe nobody since.
Okay, so we've seen the elite power, and we've seen the legendary defense, but the true anatomy of his greatness comes when you put it all together. You see, Mays was the absolute definition of what baseball scouts call a five-tool player. That means he could hit for average, hit for power, run, throw, and field, all at an elite level, the whole package.
And this slide lays it all out. The power is there, 660 homers. But then look at the speed, over 300 stolen bases. That is remarkable for a premier power hitter. You've got the 12 Gold Gloves for defense, and the recognition, 2 MVP awards as the league's best player. And get this, 24 selections to the All-Star game, 24! This isn't just a list of stats, it's a blueprint for the perfect baseball player.
And his career wasn't some straight line either. He sacrificed nearly 2 full seasons right at his peak to serve in the U.S. Army. And what did he do the moment he came back in 1954? Oh, you know, just had an MVP season and led his Giants to a World Series title. That kind of resilience, that ability to come back even better, is a core part of his story.
But Willie Mays' impact on the game didn't just stop when he hung up his spikes. Nope. In a lot of ways, his legacy was just getting started. He became this beloved figure, a living connection to baseball's golden age. He dedicated himself to being an ambassador, mentoring new generations and sharing the infectious joy he had for the game he so clearly loved. His legacy is as much about his character and passion as it is about his statistics. Which brings us to our final question. We've seen the numbers, the awards, the iconic moments, but for Willie Mays, it was that rare combination of unparalleled talent, a career of defining moments, and a lifetime of infectious passion for the game. And perhaps that is what separates a legend from a true icon.